Redwood Acres Raceway would like to thank Eureka Oxygen Company for their continued support. For your industrial gas needs, from scuba divers to welders to medical professionals, Eureka Oxygen has the gas you need. Contact them at 707-443-2228.
Recycling is good business, and besides, we get paid for it.
Then why don't you recycle this old jalopy?
Oh, grow up, Tasha. Grandpa couldn't get 2 cents for this heap.
What if everyone saved their old cars like Grandpa and never got new ones?
Heaven forbid.
Four Star Realty is proud to support Redwood Acres Raceway. If you're in need of real estate services, please contact Four Star Realty. They are located at 331 Harris Street in Eureka, California. And don't forget 4 Star Mini Storage located in Fortuna. McMurray & Sons Roofing Incorporated is a proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. They are roofing contractors who can handle all of your roofing needs. If you're in need of some roofing services, please contact McMurray & Sons Roofing at 707-443-3088. Mid-City Motor World is proud to be a sponsor of Redwood Acres Raceway, your local Toyota and Honda dealership just north of Eureka. If you're in need of a new or used vehicle, please consider Mid-City Motor World. You can contact them at 707-443-4871. If you are in need of electrical services, please contact North Coast Lighting and Electric Incorporated. They have specialized in residential and commercial electrical services since 1998. Contact North Coast Lighting and Electric at 707-599-2211. Redwood Capital Bank is Humboldt County's local bank. Rediscover local community banking with experienced people that you know and trust. Customer care is their priority. You are never an account number. You are our friends and neighbors. Call or stop by one of our convenient branch locations today to find out more. Our interest is you. If you are shopping for furniture or appliances, please support Vern's Furniture, proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. Vern's Furniture and Appliances at 707-445-5421. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Redwood Acres Raceway. Tonight, the races are being put on thanks to Redwood Capital Bank and Eureka Oxygen Company. We're going to start the racing off tonight with the Trophy Dash for the Roadrunner division coming out right now. Behind the beautiful Ford Mustang pace car that is sponsored by Harper Motors. And before we get started with the racing action, we would like you to stand if you're in the presence of, or if you're in the pits, and we are going to perform our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right, who's ready for some racing action out there in internet land? Sorry, we're still not able to have spectators here at the track yet, but hopefully soon you guys will be able to be back with us. We're getting started with the heat race for the Roadrunner division. All right, we're getting ready to go here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Roadrunner division. At the front, we have got the number 26. That is Joseph Brown on the pole. Then we have the number 79 car, J.R. Brandt, right next to him. And the number 1 car, Leroy Marsh Jr., back in action. How about that 29 car? That is Jeremiah Martin. And the number 81 car, winner of last race's main event, was Brian Brandt. And then we have the number 2 car. That is Wayne Marsh, Leroy Marsh's brother. And how about the 55, Ty Rose? And then we have the mini truck of the 24, Lexi Coleman in that little Toyota. And finally, the number 3 car, Wayne Marsh in the number 3. Here we go. Green flag is out for the first race tonight. All right, the 26 goes bombing in there. That is Joseph Brown with the lead, but here comes Leroy Marsh Jr. Oh, and the 81 is looking to the inside, and around goes the number 26. Oh, and it picks up the 29 of Jeremiah Martin, goes around. He was airborne for a minute. And the yellow flag comes out on the first lap. And I do have a correction. I'm sorry that the printout was wrong. Wayne Marsh is not in the number 3 car. The number 3 car is Brian Hopkins. Brian Hopkins in the number 3 car. And it looks like the 29 car is not going to be able to continue. He's going to duck off into the pits. That is too bad. He's had some bad luck. That is Jeremiah Martin in the 29. Well, the 26 looks none worse for wear in that little Nissan Sentra. He looped it around to cause this, so he's going to the back. And there he goes. He's going to catch up to the field. So now it looks like we should have a complete restart, since that we didn't complete a whole lap. So if you don't complete a whole lap, it reverts back and goes to a complete restart. All right, it looks like we're getting them lined back up and ready to go for this 10-lap heat race in the Roadrunner division. Looks like they're going to leave them the way they are, so it looks like Leroy Marsh Jr. is going to be the lucky recipient of the pole, and next to him is the really fast number 81, Brian Brandt. And nope, it looks like they're going to try to get them single file so that they can get their lineup work back out. Once again, tonight's races are presented by Eureka Oxygen Company. We really want to thank them for coming on board and helping support financially the racetrack here. Very important, especially in these times of COVID where everybody is struggling just to make ends meet, and it's no different here at the track. A lot of the revenue comes from all of our fans here in the stands and the food sales and the ticket prices, and we don't have any of that, so we really appreciate Eureka Oxygen for coming on board. And we want to thank Redwood Capital Bank. They are your local bank, and you should really check them out if you're in need of some financial services. Redwood Capital Bank. And it looks like the number 81 is stopping up in turn 3, trying to order a burger and fries, but this is an In-N-Out. And here comes the number 26. So it looks like we're getting them lined back up here. We should be going back green in just a couple of laps. All right, guys, we've got them lined back up and ready to go one more time. The 79 car of J.R. Brand is on the pole. Next to him, the number 1, Leroy Marsh Jr. back in action. He's raced everything out here from sprint cars back in the day to I don't think he's ever been a late model, but he ran Thunder Roadsters for quite a while. Here they come down to the line. Green flag is back in the air. great start for Leroy Marsh Jr. He's in that little Nissan. He's going to go down the back straightaway, and 81 car, Brian Brant's going to fall into second place, followed by the 79 car in third. That is J.R. Brandt. They all better figure something out because that number 81 has been extremely fast. And that's a little Hyundai. The 81 car is a Hyundai Accent. And he's looking to the outside of Leroy Marsh, trying to get the lead away. He does the crossover move to the inside. And he's going to get that lead away from Leroy Marsh Jr. as he comes out of turn 2. There he goes. The 81 car is kicking on the afterburners. Brian Brandt is now your leader with Leroy Marsh on the outside. Oh, they hit. They slam. Both able to gather it up and keep going, but I think that Leroy Marsh Jr. is going to have a problem. There he goes, and the 81 car is off pace as well. Oh, too bad. Both leaders take themselves out by beating and banging. A little too much rubbing is racing right there. So that gives J.R. Brandt in the number 79 the lead. Oh, and the 26 is going to try to spin out again. He goes up and bounces up the track in turn number 2. Joseph Brown, parallel parking there, is going to bring out the second caution. Pretty intense racing so far for the Roadrunners. Good battle for the lead, and then they just decided to rub fenders there on the front straightaway and damage both of the cars. All right, so now it looks like the number 2 of the number 2 car of Wayne Marsh is in second place, little Toyota Celica. And let's see, what do we got here? Number 79, J.R. Brandt. He is sponsored by Scott Construction, Leon's Car Care Center, Lost Coast Auto Recovery, and Lost Coast 4x4s. I just want to give a big shout out to everybody I see online. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? I see you there. Hope you and your family's doing well. Hey, Brett, how's it going down there in Madera? We do have mini stocks running tonight, but there's only 2 or 3 mini stocks because most of our mini stock field have decided to travel to Madera Speedway down south for a big 100-lap main event. Big mini stock race going on down there at Madera this weekend. So the Merles are down there. Brett and Brian Merle. Brian Merle Sr. is there, as well as the other mini stock drivers. Jarrett Mayo. Jarrett Mayo is down there. So good luck to all of our drivers from Redwood Acres Raceway attending that big race down in Madera. And it is going to be televised on MAV TV. And hey, Brett or Brian Merle, if you know the date when that's going to be broadcast on MAV TV, let me know. Post it up here so I can let everybody know. Okay, for the third time, we've got them lined back up again. 79, J.R. Brandt inherits the lead. And then we got the number 2 right next to him of Wayne Marsh. Wayne Marsh in the number 2. 55 car, Ty Rose, doing a good job in that 55. Here they come down around turn number 4. The green flag is waving. Mash the gas, don't pass in the grass. Here we go. Good jump for the number 2 car. Wayne Marsh jumps out to the lead. Here comes J.R. Brandt fighting back on the inside down the front straightaway. And look at that. The spinner, number 26, Joseph Brown, he's back there in 3rd. And now he's fighting with Marsh for 2nd place. J.R. Brandt fights back and gets the lead in the 79 car, the purple and white car. That is your leader. And the Nissan Sentra of Joseph Brown is in 2nd place. Want to give a big shout out to the number 24 car. That is young Lexi Coleman. I believe she's 14 years old. In the number 24, doing a good job. This makes lap number 7 of the 10-lap heat race. Lap 7, 3 laps to go. Give a big shout out to Monty Gear. I see you, Monty. How are you doing? It's good to see you on here. Coming up on lap number 9, the 79 car, J.R. Brandt takes the white flag down the front straightaway. One final lap to go, and he's cruising along with about a half of a straightaway lead over the number 26 car, Joseph Brown. And I see Dax Kinsey online and Marty Walsh. Hey, Marty, how you doing? Can't wait to see you back at the track. When are you going to get back in your car? Checkered flag in the wind goes to the number 79 car. J.R. Brandt is your winner. All right, it looks like we're ready to start our next heat race. Here comes that beautiful 2020 Ford Mustang, courtesy of Harper Motors, just north of Eureka. And it is the mini stock heat race. Coming out now is the number 44 car. That is Nick Ford in the 44. The 85 car is C.J. Dalton in that Chevy Vega. We should have one more coming out. The number 16 car of Eric O'Farrell. There he is, getting a push from Pacific Towing. We were glad that the officials here at the track were able to negotiate with the health officials and able to add 2 more people per pit to the pit crews, and so they've got more people in the pits to help out, but that's a good step forward and hopefully getting you guys, the fans, back here at the track soon. And it looks like Eric O'Farrell is having trouble getting that Acura Integra number 16 started, so we're going to have a 2-car field. It'll be a mano-a-mano race here. I got an idea. Let's keep the Ford Mustang out there for this race. I'll bet the Mustang would win. Hello, Sabrina. We see you there, watching us out in internet land. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, lights are out on the pace car. That means next time around we're going to go green. And it looks like just 2 mini stocks. Like I said, a big number of our mini stocks from Redwood Acres are down at Madera Speedway in Southern California for a big 100-lap race down there. I think it's called the Dream 100. So we've got a drag race between Nick Ford and CJ Dalton coming up. So hold on to your knickers. This ought to be a good one. All right, green flag is in the air. Here they go. CJ Dalton darts around the outside and takes that lead away from Nick Ford with authority. There he goes down the back straightaway. Your leader, CJ Dalton, right now. He's got an Iron Duke motor in there. If anybody knows Chevrolets, they made a 4-cylinder motor that was in mostly Chevy S10s called the Iron Duke. CJ Dalton is sponsored by Clyde's Towing, Adams Oil Well and Repair, NorCal Auto Body, and John's Used Cars and Auto Wreckers. And so far on lap number 4, CJ Dalton has got command of this race. Nick Ford in the number 44 trying to just keep pace with CJ Dalton. Nick Ford, I see sponsorship from A&M Towing. And this completes lap number 5. So we're on lap number 6. 4 more laps to go in this heat race. And now we're starting to see a lot of smoke coming out the back of the 44 car of Nick Ford. Watch him as he goes into the turn. It starts to smoke pretty good there. I'm not sure if that's tire smoke. Could be brake fluid leaking onto a rotor. Don't know. Coming up on lap number 8. And CJ Dalton is going to pace it around turn number 4. He's going to see the white flag waving. One final lap to go for CJ Dalton. Nick Ford put up a good effort. It looked like he was starting to catch CJ Dalton a little bit. But coming out of turn 4, checker flag and the heat race win goes to CJ Dalton. And Nick Ford in second place. All right. Coming up next, I believe, is the Legends division. I correct that. I was wrong. The Bombers are coming out next. We got a good field of Bombers today. coming up next is the Bombers, and right now we've got a good group of Bombers, 8 Bombers in total today. So they should be coming out behind the pace car here in just a second. There is that beautiful 2020 Ford Mustang from Harper Motors once again. It is driven by Chris Arnold, one of their top salesmen out there. And just an all-around nice guy, that feller is. Starting up front is the number 88 car. That is Sam Brown, sponsored by TJS Trucking. Then we got the number 44. That is Donnie Brown in the 44. In the 24 car, Raquel Krupa. The number 12 car, Ryan Walters. Good to see him back on this track. He's been gone for a little while. His brother Dustin driving the 10 late model. And we have the 00 car after all night long changing the engine in that car because they blew up in practice yesterday. So it's been a long night for the crew of Jordan Krupa in the 00. And we have the number 50 R of Bridget Steves out there. And we can't forget the number 41, Daniel Penny, sponsored by Tea Garden Cafe. And we've got the number 27 back. He's been fast all season. Coming down from, here they come down to take the green. We'll catch up. Sam Brown is going to take him down into turn 1. Out of turn 2, Sam Brown with the lead. Ryan Walters on the inside of Donnie Brown, fighting it out for second place. And we're going to give a big shout out to the number 65 car that's here today. Number 65 is James Gard. James Gard in the 65. So far, so good out front for Sam Brown in that 88 TJS trucking car. He's hauling the mail as he comes out of turn 4. Lauren Powers Jr. is in the number 27. He is always quick. Lauren Powers Jr. is sponsored by TNT Towing, LWE, SNS Sports Enterprise, and Hillcat Industries. So your top 3 is Sam Brown, Ryan Walters, and Donnie Brown in the number 44. And the 27 of Lauren Powers goes around the 24 of Raquel Krupa, takes over that 4th position. Ryan Walters has caught the number 88 car. Walters is looking really quick tonight. They told me in the pits earlier that number 12 car was pulled out of the blackberry bushes earlier this week, and they spray painted it last night. Oh, and Sam goes wide, loose in turn 1 and 2. To the inside goes Ryan Walters in the number 12 car. Your new leader, Ryan Walters. And it looks like Sam Brown is just cooking the tires off of that number 88, slinging that thing sideways like a dirt car. Now Donnie Brown in the 44 is getting pressure for 3rd place from Lauren Powers Jr. Lauren looking to the inside in the 27 car. Oh, and something happened to Donnie Brown. He lost power. Oh, and Raquel Krupa just barely makes contact with Donnie. I could hear it down the straightaway. Donnie lost power for some reason, but Lauren Powers was right there and was unable to stay off of Donnie as he lost complete power of that number 44 car. And it looks like he's running under his own power again. So not sure what happened there. What do you think, Matt? You think he could have possibly hit the kill switch? That was very odd, definitely. So I wonder what happened there. And we always want to try to make sure to get our driver sponsors in during these slow times that we've got the
the yellow flag out. So the 44 of Donnie Brown, he's sponsored by 4-Star Realty, Eureka Glass, and it's a proud member of Red Family Racing. They field 3 of the cars out here. And the number 24 of Raquel Krupa, she's sponsored by California Body Shop, Schmidt-Bauer Lumber, Eureka Glass, Visual Concepts, Lima's Pharmacy, TJS Trucking, Rebel Fitness, Mom and Mark, Aunt Cindy Red, Grandma and Grandpa, and a member of Red Family Racing. The number 12 of Ryan Walters, he's pretty much self-sponsored. So we're just getting them lined back up and ready to go one more time. Lauren Powers was involved, so unfortunately, anybody involved in a race incident has to go to the back. So he's back there with the number 44. It'll be interesting to find out what happened to the number 44 and why he lost power. All right, our flagman, Bill Middleton, gives them the cross them up sign. The yellow and green flag cross means to line them up side by side and get ready to race. And it looks like none of the worse for wear for Donnie Brown in the 44 that pretty much caused this incident. So he's back up and running. You're going to see him pick up the pace at the commitment cone in turn 4. Here they go. Green flag is back. There they all go. Ryan Walters takes back over the lead. Right behind him is Sam Brown in that super loose number 88. And the 00, Jordan Krupa, doing a great job. Not too bad for the 00, having to stay up all night and change the engine in that car. Hello, Deb Huffman. We see you. How you doing? And Michael Evanson, thanks for joining us. White flag is in the air. One more lap around. Ryan Walters, the 88 car Sam Brown, and the 00 Jordan Krupa. Those are your top 3. The 24 of Raquel Krupa, 44 Donnie Brown, 27 Lauren Powers Jr. Checkered flag in the wind goes to Ryan Walters in the number 12 car. Yeah, the Bombers, as always, putting on a heck of a race. Great job to all the drivers. Coming up next is the late models. Unfortunately, due to COVID and everything else going on, we've only got 3 late models here tonight, but they're fast. They're pretty evenly matched, so it's good to see the late models out here. Even though there's only 3, we are missing Luke Hall. We wish him the best because he's out helping fight the wildfires down south. So that's why Luke Hall in the number 36 is not with us tonight. I hear David Henderson should be back next race. He had some other commitments to be at. So we're hoping to have some more late models out here after tonight. And here they come out onto the track. All right, out front, we've got the number 18 car, Eugene Palmer, back in the 18, and the number 10 car of Dustin Walters. And then we have the number 50, Ed Rasmussen. All right, the late models have their tires warmed up and ready to go. On the pole is the 18 car, Eugene Palmer. He's sponsored by NorCal Automotive, Exotic Flavors, Airport Road Storage, Westpac Distributors, Hyman Construction, Cole Audio. Thanks to Dustin Walters, Marty Walsh, Wyatt Roach, Kevin Palmer's Custom Built. Here we go down to take the green for the late models. Dustin Walters has been very good this year in that number 10 late model. And they pick up the pace. Oh, it is not a good start. They're going to throw the yellow and start this one over. Dustin Walters was a little heavy on the gas to start, and it's supposed to be Eugene Palmer who sets the pace. So we're looking for an even start. We're going to try it again. All right, that looks a lot better. Here we go. Eugene Palmer stays to the inside. Dustin Walters to the outside takes the lead easily over Eugene Palmer in the number 18. And then we have the number 50, Ed Rasmussen, in that late model. Used to be driven by Al Acuna. Well, halfway through this heat race, Dustin Walters has a full straightaway lead already over Eugene Palmer in the number 18 and 50 car of Ed Rasmussen. We're on the 6th lap. 6 laps have been completed as he comes around. All right, white flag is coming out as Dustin Walters comes out of turn 4. We're on the final lap of this 10-lap heat race for the late models. Dustin Walters with a commanding lead over Eugene Palmer. Actually, Eugene was passed by the number 50 of Ed Rasmussen's in second place now. Here he comes out of turn 4. Checkered flag in the wind goes to Dustin Walters. Coming up next is our Legends division. All right, coming up next is going to be the 10-lap heat race for the Legends division. We have 12 Legends that qualified today, so a good field of Legends cars. We're going to have two 10-lap heat races for the Legends division. This is your first of two. The number 5C, that is James Nichols out front. Then we have the number 20 car, Nick Reading. And the number 20, we have the number 8 car, that is Scott Taylor. The 21 car, Tyler Krupa. We have the number 17. She was involved in a nasty crash 2 weeks ago. Good to see her back out here, Melissa Miles in the 17. And the number 3 car, Andy Thornton in the number 3. All right, here they are. They've got them lined up side by side, ready to go. James Nichols going to bring them down to take the green flag. James Nichols takes over the top spot on the first lap, followed by Scott Taylor and the 21 car of Tyler Krupa. James Nichols goes high and wide. He's staying on that high line for some reason. And Tyler Krupa just went by for second place. And now Tyler putting a lot of pressure on the 8 car Scott Taylor. Oh, and we got a spinner on turn number 2. The number 20 goes around. Nick Reading loops around the 20 car. And that's going to bring out a caution. The number 8 car of Scott Taylor in the lead right now. He is sponsored by Westpac Produce Distributors, Kimber Farms Barn Events, Lost Coast Hay, Ken's Auto, Ray's Old Town Auto and Muffler, Solo Sports, and Hatch-A-Batch Poultry. 21 car of Tyler Krupa. He's in second place right now. He is sponsored by 4-Star Realty, North Coast Lighting and Electric, and Red Family Racing. We are on lap number 2 on the board, lap 2. Looks like they're good and ready, lined up side by side. The green flag is back waving. Scott Taylor, once again in the 8 car, good jump, takes over the lead. James Nichols in the number 5C gets to the inside of Krupa, Tyler Krupa. Tyler Krupa fighting back on the outside. Good fight for second place between the 5C and the number 21. Neither one of them giving an inch as they go down the back straightaway. Great job by James Nichols in the 5C. James Nichols had a good run down the back straightaway, wisely backed off into turn 3. Oh, James Nichols gets a little squirrely on that outside lane. Now the 21 car is challenging for second once again, Tyler Krupa. We're on lap number 5, coming up on lap number 6. Krupa down to the inside of James Nichols. Once again, the battle is for second place. Side by side into 3. Krupa just dives it in. Great job by the 21 car. While those two are fighting it out for second place, Scott Taylor has set sail in the number 8 car. Looks like he might win this heat race. Good job to Scott Taylor. Scott Taylor qualified 8th fastest in qualifying today. Now back to the inside as the white flag comes out. James Nichols once again tries to get second place back away from Krupa. Incredible. The number 5C goes back to second place right behind Taylor. Here he comes. Checker flag is waving for the number 8 car. Scott Taylor is your winner. Awesome first heat race for the Legends division. Congratulations to Scott Taylor. He works and tries very hard out here. And I do believe this might be his first heat race win. I know it is his first heat race win of this season. All right, don't go anywhere, folks. We've got another heat race for the Legends division coming up. And here they come out onto the track. We've got the number 57, Steve Davis in the number 57. And a newcomer, the number 28. He's been in other Legends, but tonight that's David Dunlap in the number 28. And then we have the number 9 car. He needs no introduction. He's been doing a great job this year since moving from the late models. Dane Nissen in the number 9. And the number 49, Chris Lawrence. And we've got the number 5 car. It's good to see him out here. Landon Green, first time out this year. He's sponsored by West Green Landscape Materials. And the fast qualifier for tonight, a brand new car. He won with it 2 weeks ago. That number 1 car is Derek Copeland from Anderson. That number 1 car is a brand new car, like I said, and it's running the new FZ900 motorcycle engine package. Most of these are the FJ1200s, air-cooled motors, but the FZ9 package is a newer generation, and it is a water-cooled 900cc motorcycle engine in that. And I believe the 49 car, Chris Lawrence, is running the same thing. And the rest of those are Yamaha FJs. So here they come down to take the green. 57's going to bring him around. Here comes Steve Davis to the green. I want to say hello to John Dott. I see you watching online. Welcome, John. Still got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Good job by the 57 of Steve Davis. Davis gets a little squirrely out of turn 4 into turn 1 and 2. He's still holding that bottom line. Right behind him is Dane Nissen in the number 9. And that number 1 of Derek Copeland looks really fast coming up from behind. Number 28 car, David Dunlap, goes to the outside. He's got the advantage now. He's got a fender on him. Let's see if he can keep it as he's on the outside in turn 3 and 4. Here he comes out of turn 4, your new leader, David Dunlap. Great job by Dunlap in the number 28. Oh, he gets sideways out of 2. Everybody catches back up with that mistake. Derek Copeland in the number 1, wasting no time getting to the front. Slices to the inside of Dunlap. Oh, and we got a big crash down the back straightaway. The number 9 and the 49 get together. Chris Lawrence in the 49 and the 9 of Dane Nissen get together. Well, dag nabbit. Dun, 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 dun. So over the mound of dirt, we really can't see the drivers in the cars, but I know that that's the number 49, Chris Lawrence, and the number 9 car of Dane Nissen. The safety officials are going to go check on them. Not sure what transpired because we were just watching Derek Copeland take the lead in the number 1 car.
Redwood Acres Raceway would like to thank Eureka Oxygen Company for their continued support. For your industrial gas needs, from scuba divers to welders to medical professionals, Eureka Oxygen has the gas you need. Contact them at 707-443-2228.
Recycling is good business. And besides, we get paid for it.
Then why don't you recycle this old jalopy?
Oh, grow up, Tasha. Grandpa couldn't get 2 cents for this heap.
What if everyone saved their old cars like Grandpa and never got new ones?
Heaven forbid.
4-Star Realty is proud to support Redwood Acres Raceway. If you're in need of real estate services, please contact 4-Star Realty. They are located at 331 Harris Street in Eureka, California. And don't forget 4-Star Mini Storage located in Fortuna. McMurray & Sons Roofing Incorporated is a proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. They are roofing contractors who can handle all of your roofing needs. If you're in need of some roofing services, please contact McMurray & Sons Roofing at 707-443-3088. Mid-City Motor World is proud to be a sponsor of Redwood Acres Raceway, your local Toyota and Honda dealership just north of Eureka. If you're in need of a new or used vehicle, please consider Mid-City Motor World. You can contact them at 707-443-4871. If you are in need of electrical services, please contact North Coast Lighting and Electric Incorporated. They have specialized in residential and commercial electrical services since 1998. Contact North Coast Lighting and Electric at 707-599-2211. Redwood Capital Bank is Humboldt County's local bank. Rediscover local community banking with experienced people that you know and trust. Customer care is their priority. You are never an account number. You are our friends and neighbors. Call or stop by one of our convenient branch locations today to find out more. Our interest is you. If you are shopping for furniture or appliances, please support Vern's Furniture, proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. Vern's Furniture and Appliances at 707-445-5421.
And there goes Dane Nissen, the number 9 car's on the hook of Pacific Towing Tow Truck. We always want to thank Pacific Towing for their assistance out here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Tonight's races are brought to you by Eureka Oxygen Company and Redwood Capital Bank. And we're under red flag conditions to clean up the back straightaway where Michael Lawrence and Dane Nissen tangled up and collided on the backstretch wall. And the safety officials are just checking for debris on the track, and we should be back to racing here in just a couple of minutes. Oh, and I see Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I see you online watching us. Welcome. We miss you out here. That is my cousin Sarah Cox. So now that we've had a caution, it reverts back to the last lap, which Copeland was just making the pass for the lead down the backstretch. So that is going to give the lead back to the 28 car of David Dunlap when we go back to green. And of course, we certainly hope that Dane Nissen can get that car fixed and back out here for the 30-lap main event for the Legends. And hopefully Chris Lawrence can fix his too, the number 49. He's had kind of a rough go the last couple races out here, getting in one tangle or another. And I think I have an idea so that we can get people back in the stands and the fans can come watch the race. If we just call it a protest and everybody brings a sign for a protest, whatever it may be, then maybe we can have you back in the stands. What does everybody think? All right. The red flag's been lifted, so we're back to yellow. And we are on lap number 4 of this 10-lap heat race. So as I had mentioned before, we revert to the last lap. So David Dunlap has the lead once again. But Derek Copeland in that brand new number 1 car, he is fast. He's a very experienced driver, raced late models all over the state. And so I'm going to bet that Copeland's going to have the lead by the end of this next lap. No offense to David Dunlap. He's been doing a great job. Here they come out of turn 4. Green's back in the air. And there goes Copeland around the outside. Going to take the top spot away from the number 28 car. Number 57 doing a great job. Oh, he goes a little high. The number 5 gets to the inside. Great job by the youngster, Landon Green, sponsored by West Green Landscaping. Oh, the number 5, he gets loose in the corner. Good job gathering it up, Landon Green. Coming out of turn 4, we'll be on lap number 7. Lap 7 of the 10-lap heat race. White flag is out. Here comes your leader, Derek Copeland. Second place, the 28 car, David Dunlap. Third place is the number 57, Steve Davis. And fourth is the number 5, Landon Green. Here he comes out of turn 4. Checkered flag in the win. Number 1 car, Derek Copeland. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our heat races. We're going to be back here in just a few moments with the main events.
Redwood Acres Raceway would like to thank Eureka Oxygen Company for their continued support. For your industrial gas needs, from scuba divers to welders to medical professionals, Eureka Oxygen has the gas you need. Contact them at 707-443-2228.
Recycling is good business. Besides, we get paid for it.
Then why don't you recycle this old jalopy?
Oh, grow up, Tasha. Grandpa couldn't get 2 cents for this heap.
What if everyone saved their old cars like Grandpa and never got new ones?
Heaven forbid.
Four Star Realty is proud to support Redwood Acres Raceway. If you're in need of real estate services, please contact Four Star Realty. They are located at 331 Harris Street in Eureka, California. And don't forget 4 Star Mini Storage located in Fortuna. McMurray & Sons Roofing Incorporated is a proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. They are roofing contractors who can handle all of your roofing needs. If you're in need of some roofing services, please contact McMurray & Sons Roofing at 707-443-3088. Mid-City Motor World is proud to be a sponsor of Redwood Acres Raceway, your local Toyota and Honda dealership just north of Eureka. If you're in need of a new or used vehicle, please consider Mid-City Motor World. You can contact them at 707-443-4871. If you are in need of electrical services, please contact North Coast Lighting and Electric Incorporated. They have specialized in residential and commercial electrical services since 1998. Contact North Coast Lighting and Electric at 707-599-2211. Redwood Capital Bank is Humboldt County's local bank. Rediscover local community banking with experienced people that you know and trust. Customer care is their priority. You are never an account number. You are our friends and neighbors. Call or stop by one of our convenient branch locations today to find out more. Our interest is you. If you are shopping for furniture or appliances, please support Vern's Furniture, proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. Vern's Furniture and Appliances at 707-445-5421. Redwood Acres Raceway would like to thank Eureka Oxygen Company for their continued support. For your industrial gas needs, from scuba divers to welders to medical professionals, Eureka Oxygen has the gas you need. Contact them at 707-443-2228.
Recycling is good business. Besides, we get paid for it.
Then why don't you recycle this old jalopy?
Oh, grow up, Tasha. Grandpa couldn't get 2 cents for this heap.
What if everyone saved their old cars like Grandpa and never got new ones?
Heaven forbid.
Four Star Realty is proud to support Redwood Acres Raceway. If you're in need of real estate services, please contact Four Star Realty. They are located at 331 Harris Street in Eureka, California. And don't forget Four Star Mini Storage located in Fortuna. McMurray & Sons Roofing Incorporated is a proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. They are roofing contractors who can handle all of your roofing needs. If you're in need of some roofing services, please contact McMurray & Sons Roofing at 707-443-3088. Mid-City Motor World is proud to be a sponsor of Redwood Acres Raceway, your local Toyota and Honda dealership just north of Eureka. If you're in need of a new or used vehicle, please consider Mid-City Motor World. You can contact them at 707-443-4871. If you are in need of electrical services, please contact North Coast Lighting and Electric Incorporated. They have specialized in residential and commercial electrical services since 1998. Contact North Coast Lighting and Electric at 707-599-2211. Redwood Capital Bank is Humboldt County's local bank. Rediscover local community banking with experienced people that you know and trust. Customer care is their priority. You are never an account number. You are our friends and neighbors. Call or stop by one of our convenient branch locations today to find out more. Our interest is you. If you are shopping for furniture or appliances, please support Vern's Furniture, proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. Vern's Furniture and Appliances at 707-445-5421.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We're back to racing here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Who's ready for some main event action? We have got the field of Roadrunners out for their main event behind the beautiful pace car, courtesy of Harper Motors. Starting on the pole is the number 24, Lexi Coleman. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that's the number 26, Joseph Brown. Then we have the 79 of J.R. Brandt, the number 1 of Leroy Marsh Jr., the 29 car of Jeremiah Martin, the 81 car, Brian Brandt. The number 2 car is Wayne Marsh, the number 55, Ty Rose, the number 24, Lexi Coleman, and the number 3 is Brian Hopkins. And we're green back at Redwood Acres Raceway. And we've already got a spin in turn 3 and 4. The number 26 has gone around again. Oh, and we've got a problem with the number 81 car. Looks like he's got a problem with the front end on there. That's too bad. He's always been the fastest car. And, ooh, that doesn't look good either for the number 26. Something looks broken in the steering, possibly, on the number 26 car, Joseph Brown. And so we did not complete a lap, so it's going to revert back to the start again. 81 car won't be winning this main event. Brian Brandt. That's quite unfortunate for Brian. All right, we're still waiting on Pacific Towing to hook up the number 26 car and get it out of harm's way so that we can continue racing. First main event of the evening are the Road Runners. So we'll go through the field. The 79 car is J.R. Brandt. He is sponsored by Scott Construction, Leon's Car Care Center, Lost Coast Auto Recovery, and Lost Coast 4x4s. And we still got the number 1 car out there, Leroy Marsh Jr. in the number 1. No sponsors for him. And the number 2 car, his brother, in the number 2. That is Wayne Marsh driving the 2 car. And we got the 55 of Ty Rose still out there. The 24 is Lexi Coleman. And the number 3, Brian Hopkins, driving the number 3 car. And don't forget to always check our website, or our Facebook page, for at Redwood Acres Raceway, so that you can check for notifications. We're going to keep working to hopefully soon in the near future bring fans back into the grandstands so that we can have spectators once again amidst the COVID calamity. And there goes the number 26 car on the hook of Pacific Towing. Bummer. Yeah, looks like everything's cleaned up. Once he's off the track, we should get the cars lined back up and ready to go. Okay, 1 to go. They're going to be green next time around. We're crossing them up right now. J.R. Brandt on the pole with Leroy Marsh Jr. on the outside of him. For those of you who are new to the auto racing sport, if you're tuning in with us, the Roadrunner division is the entry-level division for stock car racing. So you take a 4-cylinder, front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. I think the max horsepower is 110, but pretty much street tires or some Hoosier takeoffs, I think, but 4-point cage, and you're ready to go racing. So here we go. Green flag's back in the air. Leroy Marsh Jr. jumps out to the lead in the number 1 car, followed by J.R. Brandt. The number 79 falls into second place. Look at the 29 doing a good job. Great job for Jeremiah Martin in the number 29 car. See a lot of smoke coming out of the 29 car of Jeremiah Martin, but he's still in third place. All right, we made it 1 lap. Your leader still is the number 1 car, Leroy Marsh Jr., followed by J.R. Brandt, Jeremiah Martin. The number 2 car is Wayne Marsh in the 2. And then way back about half a straightaway is the number 24 car in 5th place, Lexi Coleman, doing a good job in that little Toyota mini truck. And it looks like Leroy Marsh is getting a little bit of pressure now from the 79 of J.R. Brandt. J.R. is catching back up to the number 1 car. Number 29 still holding strong there, Jeremiah Martin. I think he would improve if he would just hold his line a little bit higher, closer to the wall down the back straightaway. If you watch the 29 car, as he comes off the corner, he doesn't stay. He stays mid-track. And that doesn't give you a good entry into turn 3. You need to be up higher so you can sweep down into the turn, and you'd probably not lose as much momentum in the corner. But that's just stuff you learn as you go. Yeah, he's really cutting off that car there as it comes out of turn 2. Coming up on lap number 10, it'll be lap 10 this time around for your leader, Leroy Marsh. He's coming up on some lap traffic now. He goes by the number 55 car of Ty Rose. And then he's going around the number 3 of Brian Hopkins on the outside. Now the 29 of Jeremiah Martin is losing a lot of ground to the top 2 cars because it took him a while to get around those lap cars of the 3 and the 55. And the next one in danger of going a lap down is the number 24 car, Lexi Coleman, in that pink and black mini truck. And Lexi's going to go a lap down in the 24 as the number 1 Leroy Marsh Jr. goes by. Now we are on lap number 14. Lap 14. Oh, the number 1 starting to get a little bit loose into the corner. J.R. Brandt and the number 79 is right on the bumper of your leader, Leroy Marsh Jr. They're going into turn number 3 now. And it sounds like Leroy Marsh is shifting that car mid-turn in the turns, and then he is shifting back into a higher gear as he comes out. Looks like the 29 of Jeremiah Martin is doing a good job catching up slowly to the 2 leaders. Jeremiah Martin in the number 29 is right behind the 79 as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go. Oh, and it looks like the 79 is a little bit off the pace. Jeremiah Martin is there fighting it out for second. It looks like smooth sailing for your leader, the number 1 of Leroy Marsh Jr. Here they come out of turn number 4. Your winner, Leroy Marsh Jr. Jeremiah Martin does a great job to get second place. And J.R. Brandt is going to have to settle for third in that number 79. Great job by all these drivers out here in the Roadrunner division. But Leroy Marsh Jr. comes home with the win in the black and green number 1. And once again, we want to thank Redwood Capital Bank, your local bank, for helping support Redwood Acres Raceway tonight. And of course, we don't want to forget Eureka Oxygen. Eureka Oxygen has put up a lot of money to help support the track, and it is very much appreciated. So if you're in need of any type of welding supplies or scuba diving gases, please go see them at Jacobs Avenue, Eureka Oxygen. And there is your winner out of the number 1 car, Leroy Marsh Jr. And coming right up after this, we are going to have a really short mini stock main event. I believe we have 3 mini stocks now. 4. There are now 4 mini stocks. Another one showed up because he had to work today, so he's out here, and that is the number 3 mini stock. And that mini stock is driven by... Where'd he go? I know I wrote him down somewhere. I just can't seem to find him. And so the mini stocks now has the number 3 Gannon Cyphers here, but we're missing a lot of mini stocks, as I mentioned before, because a whole bunch of them drove down to Madera Speedway in Southern California for a special 100-lap main event, televised main event for the mini stock division. So a lot of our drivers that are usually here are down in Madera. That's going to be pretty awesome to watch on MAV TV later next month. And as always, we want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Matt Sullivan, who is filming the races for tonight. He's our videographer, and he always does a spectacular job out here and deserves a lot of credit for what you're watching online. All right, we're ready for the next main event here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Out comes that beautiful 2020 Ford Mustang, courtesy of Harper Ford. And it looks like something happened to the 44 and couldn't get started. Looked like CJ Dalton was trying to give him a push maybe. So here they come down the stretch. And it looks like, yeah, they're going to give him a push. Hey, look, at the 16 car of Eric O'Farrell was able to make it out in that Acura Integra, or the Acura, I'm not sure what kind of Acura that is, but it is an Acura. All right, so starting up front is the number 44. That is Nick Ford in the 44. And we've got CJ Dalton in the number 85 on the outside. Eric O'Farrell in the number 16 Acura on the inside of second row. And good to see the number 3, Gannon Cyphers, make it out after work. He had to work today, so he wasn't able to make the earlier races, but now he's out and ready to go in that number 3 car. And off goes that Ford Mustang. By the way, that Ford Mustang is for sale, so if anybody's interested in buying that after the race season's over, go see Chris Arnold out at Harper Ford, and he'll get you hooked up with that beautiful 2020 Ford Mustang GT. All right, Nick Ford in the 44 has got him lined up. He is going to set the pace as they come out of turn 4 to take the green flag. And they're on the gas. Green flag is waving for the mini stocks. Nick Ford holding strong on the inside, takes the lead over CJ Dalton. Oh, look at this. Here comes the 16 of Eric O'Farrell, looking to the inside of CJ, battling it out for second place already on the first lap. Awesome fight for second place. It looks like O'Farrell's going to have it out of turn number 2. Now he's charging ahead, looking for that number 44. Well, that number 16 Acura of Eric O'Farrell looks really fast as they go down the back straightaway. He slows up on that outside line as they go into 3 and 4. Your leader still Nick Ford in the 44. Nick Ford is protecting that inside line as he goes down the stretch. He's staying low and making his competitor, Eric O'Farrell, try the outside. And watch him. He goes down and protects that inside lane. Now he goes up, tries to block, and it doesn't work. Your new leader is the 16, Eric O'Farrell. He goes way high. Wow, just about loses that car in turn 4. Now he just needs to calm down a little bit and make his marks and just be consistent, make consistent laps, and he'll have this win in the bag in that number 16 car. Lap number 6. We're on lap 6. I do know that the 16 car wasn't running very well last race out 2 weeks ago. They were having computer programming issues with the tuning on that car. It looks like they've got it worked out because that car looks really fast out there tonight. And this makes lap number 10. Lap number 10, I believe they're going 15 or 20 laps. I think it's 20. So we got 10 laps left to go. And we got a pass for third place. Gannon Cyphers gets around the 85 car of CJ Dalton, gets around him. So drop Dalton back to fourth. No change up front. It's got a straightaway lead, the number 16 car of Eric O'Farrell. Second place is still the 44 car, Nicholas Ford. And we got to spin out of turn 4. CJ Dalton brings out the caution, loops it around right at the end of turn 4. First caution of the main events for the mini stock division on lap number 14. Looks like no damage was done, so we should get them lined up and ready to go racing here in just a lap or two. All right, our flagman, Bill Middleton, gives them the 1 to go sign as they come out of turn 4. Next time around, we're going to throw the green back out. Got them crossed up, ready to go. All right, they're pacing it a little bit slow. Let's see what Eric O'Farrell does. I'm sure he'll try to catch Nick Ford sleeping and get a jump on him, but he's got a really fast car anyways. So here they come out of turn 4. Green flag is back in the air. O'Farrell gets a good start back out to the lead. There goes the number 3 car to the inside of Nick Ford now. Gannon Cyphers going for second place in the number 3 car. Nick Ford goes high, way high. Second place now is Gannon Cyphers in that number 3 mini stock. But Nick Ford is not letting Cyphers get away. He is still applying the pressure, trying to get second place back from him. This time around will be lap number 17. Lap 17. So far, so good for the number 16, Eric O'Farrell. They definitely got the bugs worked out of that little Acura. Doing a good job out front. Followed by the number 3 car, Gannon Cyphers. The 44 car, Nick Ford. White flag is in the air. One more lap to go. Final time down the back stretch. He's got to have butterflies in his stomach there, the number 16 car, being real safe going into turn number 3. Checkered flag is waving. First time ever for the 16 car, Eric O'Farrell. Followed by the 3 car, Gannon Cyphers. 44 of Nick Ford in third, and CJ Dalton, the 85, is in fourth. Well, it certainly looks like they got everything worked out on that little car. It's a brand new car they just built, so that 16 car is looking really fast. Pretty good looking little car too. Front wheel drive Acura. They still allow front wheel drives here in the mini stock division at Redwood Acres Raceway. We're not sure where Gary Kleintobe is this week. We are missing Gary, the number 39 car. And, of course, all the Merles, Brian Merle Jr., Brett Merle, and Brian Merle Sr. are all down at Madera Speedway racing in the 100-lap main event down there in Madera that's going to be televised on MAV TV in a few weeks. And crawling out of the number 16 car, there is your winner, Eric O'Farrell. And the crowd goes wild. I wish we had a crowd here. It is so quiet at the racetrack. It's the most uncanny thing you've ever seen. There's just silence after the races are over because we're missing you guys, the fans. We can't wait to get everybody back here at the racetrack. And we look forward to negotiating with our health officials to get people back in the stands. Coming up next is the Bomber Division main event coming up. So don't go anywhere. The Bombers have got a great field of cars, and we're going to see a good race. See if anybody's got anything to throw against the number 12 car of Ryan Walters. He's been fast. All right, I can hear some rumbling out there back behind the backstretch. They're in the chute and ready to go. We're going to get the Bombers out here and do a little introduction. Here comes that beautiful silver and black 2020 Ford Mustang GT, driven by Chris Arnold. Once again, I remind you, if you're in the market for a new Ford Mustang GT, that car is for sale. They will sell that car, although they might want to keep using it until the end of the race season. What a great field of bombers coming out here. So, starting on the pole is the number 88 car. He is sponsored by TJS Trucking, Schmidt-Bauer Lumber, Hyman Construction, and Eureka Glass. Please welcome Sam Brown. Next to him is the number 44 car. He is sponsored by 4-Star Realty and Red Family Racing. It's Donnie Brown. Next is the number 24 car. She is sponsored by California Body Shop, Schmidt-Bauer Lumber, Eureka Glass, Visual Concepts, Lima's Pharmacy, TJS Trucking, Rebel Fitness, Mom and Mark, and Cindy Red, Grandma and Grandpa, a proud member of Red Family Racing and supporter of autism awareness, Raquel Krupa. And next to her, it's great to see him back out. The number 12 car, sponsored by Fortuna Wheel and Brake, Ryan Walters. Next is the number 27 car. He is sponsored by TNT Towing, LWE Enterprises, SNS Sports Enterprise, and Hillcat Industries, Lauren Powers Jr. Next is the number 65 car. He comes from the Lakeport area. We're happy to see him come up and make the trek to join us tonight. The number 65 car is James Gard. The 00, they stayed up all night changing the motor they blew up in practice yesterday. He is sponsored by Red Family Racing. It's Jordan Krupa. Then we have the number 50R. The number 50R, we're happy to have them back. This is Bridget Steves. Last but definitely not least is the number 41 car. He is sponsored by the Tea Garden Cafe here in Eureka. Please welcome Daniel Penny. Nine bombers out there to take the green flag. And let's see if Donnie Brown can pull off a win against the Walters. Ryan Walters out in the number 12. They literally pulled that car out of the briar patch this week and slapped some new numbers on that 12 car. It's always been a fast car since the Walters boys built it. It's been a great car. It's been out here for several seasons. It's pretty beat up looking, but it's still a fast car. All right, the pace car is off the track. We got them lined up side by side. They look a little impatient. They are ready to mash the gas in this Bomber main event. They're going to be going 30 laps in the Bomber division. So they're side by side. The 88 car, Sam Brown on the inside of Donnie Brown. Here they come down to take the green. And something happened to Raquel Krupa. She did not get on the gas and slowed up a lot of the field. Already, here comes Ryan Walters to the inside of Donnie Brown in that number 12 car, battling it out for second place, 12 and 44. Sam Brown still in the lead in the number 88. Donnie Brown is not giving an inch to the number 12 car of Ryan Walters. They're still side by side as they go into turn 3. Watch them as they come out of turn 4. Ryan Walters now has an advantage. If I was Donnie Brown, I would back off a little bit and just get behind Walters. Keep the pressure on his rear bumper and make him make a mistake. Then get to the inside. He is not going to win that race on the outside. And there goes Donnie. Finally ducks in behind Walters, because the longer you stay out on that outside line, you're going to heat up your tires. So he probably really ticked off his tires there trying to run the outside of next to Ryan Walters. Now let's see if the 88 car of Sam Brown can hold off Walters. Sam Brown is protecting that inside line, going to make Walters go to the outside most likely. Here comes the number 27 car. He's always quick. Lauren Powers Jr. in the number 27. Right on the bumper of Donnie Brown. He goes to the inside of Donnie Brown. He's going to take third away. There are your top four cars, bumper to bumper, coming out of turn 2 right now. Sam Brown, Ryan Walters, Lauren Powers Jr., and Don Brown in the 44. It almost looked like Walters got to the inside of Sam Brown. Brown had better watch out. He has got a lot of pressure on his rear end. Here comes the number 27. Now he's going to put Ryan Walters to the outside. Walters gets loose. He hits the wall. Wow, what a job by Ryan Walters to hold on to that out-of-control car, and caution is out on the track. I am not sure what brought the caution out. It might be the 50 car. I'm not sure. The 50 car Bridget Steves was very slow off the pace. And we want to really give a big shout out and thank you to Bob and Oliver at Competition Carburation. They have put up extra purse money for both the Bomber class and the Legends class here at Redwood Acres Raceway. So we really want to give a big shout out. If you need carburetor work done or a carburetor rebuild or looking for a new carburetor, contact them at Competition Carburation. I believe it was a $500 extra to the purse from Competition Carburation. So once again, thank you, Bob and Oliver. I see our safety officials, Bob Oliver. And I see our safety officials are out there on turn number 4, and they're picking up some debris off of one of the cars. That's what brought out the caution. We had a bumper on the track. Somebody lost a bumper. And it was the 24 car of Raquel Krupa who lost her bumper. Isn't it? Don't women always want to work on their rear end? Boo, that was a bad joke. Sorry, Raquel, I had to do it. All right, so we're going to get them lined up. Your leader is still Sam Brown in the number 88 car. Next to him now is the 27 of Lauren Powers Jr. And the 12 car, second row inside, Ryan Walters has been really fast. And if I was the 44 car, I'd be trying to get ducked down to the inside and stay off of that outside lane as quick as possible, because his car just wasn't having it up there, it looked like. And look at that, the 00 with the new engine mounted in there is right there in 5th. Here they come down to take the green again. Sam Brown doing a great job. Oh, and the number 12 gets up to the inside of the 27 and spins around to the infield. Goes for a loop-de-loo. Wow, too bad. Walters has been doing such a great job in that number 12 car, but now he should be sponsored by John Deere because he's doing a great job of mowing the grass on the backstretch. That is going to relegate him to the back of the field, but guaranteed it's not going to take him long to get up to, like, I'd say at least the top 4. We're on lap number 9 of this main event, lap 9. Sam Brown, my wife's cousin, he is doing a fabulous job out front, sponsored by TJS Trucking. But Lauren Powers Jr. doing a great job in that number 27 car, sponsored by TNT Towing, LWE, SNS Sports Enterprise, as well as Hillcat Industries. All right, they're getting the cross them up signal. So cross them up, line back up, ready to go. Now Donnie's back on the inside behind the 88. So let's see what Mr. Brown can do in the number 44 car now that he's got that inside preferred line. I tell you, his car just doesn't look happy on the outside tonight. And they're going to pick up the pace. Here they come. Green flag is back in the air. Oh, no. A bad start for Sam Brown. He loses the lead to the 27. Your new leader is Lauren Powers Jr. And that's bad news for the rest of the field because he's been fast tonight. Coming around this time will be lap number 11 of this main event, lap 11. Now Donnie Brown is right on the rear bumper of Sam Brown in the number 88. They have no relation to each other. They're battling it out for second place. Donnie's car looks like it's real happy now that it's gotten some more heat in those tires. He's all over the back bumper of the 88, and here comes the 12 car of Ryan Walters again. Sam Brown doing a good job of blocking the faster 44 car. I think Sammy cooked the goodies off his tires, and he cannot keep that car down. Donnie gets to the inside of Sam Brown. He's battling it out for second place side by side as they go into turn number 3. 44 is going to get second place and keep cruising forward. Uh-oh, they better watch out. Here comes the number 12 car, Ryan Walters. He's already to the inside one more time of Donnie Brown. He's going to take second place away as they go around turn 3 and 4. Unless there's another caution, there is no way they're going to catch the 27 car of Lauren Powers Jr. He is a straightaway ahead of the rest of the field. Here comes your leader out of turn number 4, the 27 car, Lauren Powers. Finish off lap number 19. It is now lap 20. We're on lap 20. Right about now, I think it would be great to have a caution and bunch this field back up to see what Ryan Walters could do with Lauren Powers Jr. White flag, one more lap to go for your leader, Lauren Powers Jr. in the number 27. Second place, Ryan Walters, the number 12, and third is the 44 car of Donnie Brown. Here he comes out of turn 4, a checkered flag in the wind, Lauren Powers Jr. All right, the number 27 car of Lauren Powers Jr. is going to come down to the front stretch and park that beautiful Chevy Camaro. He can collect his main event hardware here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Redwood Capital Bank night at the races. For those of you that don't know, the Bomber Division runs passengers. They run a passenger in every car, so his passenger's already out. And once again, he is sponsored by TNT Towing, LWE, S&S Sports Enterprise, and Hillcat Industries. And there he is out of the car. That is Lauren Powers Jr. And the fastest lap in the race gets $50 courtesy of Competition Carburation. All right, coming up next is the late model division. We're going to have a short main event for them. There's only 3 late models here tonight, but we're going to make the best of it and hope that more show up next race here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Once again, congratulations to the Bomber main event winner, 27, Lauren Powers Jr.
Redwood Acres Raceway would like to thank Eureka Oxygen Company for their continued support. For your industrial gas needs, from scuba divers to welders to medical professionals, Eureka Oxygen has the gas you need. Contact them at 707-443-2228.
Recycling is good business.
All right, we're going to do 25 laps for the late models coming up. And for the late models, we have the number 10 car out front. That is Dustin Walters driving the number 10. Then we have the number 50 car. That is Ed Rasmussen driving the number 50. And following him is the number 18 car, sponsored by NorCal Automotive, Exotic Flavors, Airport Road Storage, Westpac Distributors, Hyman Construction, Cole Audio. And he wants to thank Dustin Walters, Marty Walsh, and Wyatt Roach. Eugene Palmer. All right, we always give the fast late model guys a little time to warm up their tires. So that's been done. We got them lined up and ready to go for their main event here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Once again, the number 10 car, Dustin Walters. Next to him is number 50, Ed Rasmussen, and the 18 car of Eugene Palmer. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. Ed Rasmussen did a good job there at the start, holding steady with Dustin Walters. Now Dustin Walters out with a commanding lead already, and Eugene Palmer's all over the back bumper of the 50 car of Ed Rasmussen. Now, we had a big change to the late model division this year. In years past, for several years, they ran a 10-inch wide slick on the cars, and now they've gone down to an 8-inch wide Hoosier. And they're essentially the same tires that the bomber cars run on. So they've lost an extra 2 inches on their tread width, so it's got to be a little bit more of a handful for guys that have been running the late models for several years. We're on lap number 7 of this 25-lap main event. And now we got a battle for second place. Eugene Palmer to the inside of Ed Rasmussen. And now we got a new second place car, the number 18 of Eugene Palmer. We're on lap number 12. Lap number 12. All right, as our leader, Dustin Walters, comes out of turn 4. Now we are on lap number 16. 1-6. 9 laps left to go. Five laps left to go for the leader, Dustin Walters. He's coming up on Ed Rasmussen. He's going to put Rasmussen a lap down before this one's over. Now it looks like he is just on cruise control, the number 10 car. He's probably just going to hang out behind Rasmussen, no reason to push it. He's almost a full 3/4 of a lap ahead of the second place car of Eugene Palmer. Should be 2 laps left to go. 2 laps left. White flag next time around for the leader. White flag, 1 more lap to go for Dustin Walters. Here he comes, checkered flag in the wind. Goes to Dustin Walters in the number 10 car, second place. Gonna go to the 18 car of Eugene Palmer. Here he comes. Third is the number 50, Ed Rasmussen, in the purple number 50. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We still have the Legends division coming up for their main event here at Redwood Acres Raceway. And there is bonus money here for the late models too, courtesy of Competition Carburation for the fastest lap in the race. And I'm sure that goes to the 10 car of Dustin Walters. And there he is, crawling out of the 10 car. Dustin Walters, he is your winner. All right, thanks for hanging in there. Don't go anywhere. We are almost ready for the Legends main event here at Redwood Acres.
Redwood Acres Raceway would like to thank Eureka Oxygen Company for their continued support. For your industrial gas needs, from scuba divers to welders to medical professionals, Eureka Oxygen has the gas you need. Contact them at 707-443-2228.
Recycling is good business. And besides, we get paid for it.
Then why don't you recycle this old jalopy?
Oh, grow up, Tasha. Grandpa couldn't get 2 cents for this heap.
What if everyone saved their old cars like Grandpa and never got new ones?
Heaven forbid.
Four Star Realty is proud to support Redwood Acres Raceway. If you're in need of real estate services, please contact Four Star Realty. They are located at 331 Harris Street in Eureka, California. And don't forget Four Star Mini Storage located in Fortuna. McMurray & Sons Roofing Incorporated is a proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. They are roofing contractors who can handle all of your roofing needs. If you're in need of some roofing services, please contact McMurray & Sons Roofing at 707-443-3088. Mid-City Motor World is proud to be a sponsor of Redwood Acres Raceway, your local Toyota and Honda dealership just north of Eureka. If you're in need of a new or used vehicle, please consider Mid-City Motor World. You can contact them at 707-443-4871. If you are in need of electrical services, please contact North Coast Lighting and Electric Incorporated. They have specialized in residential and commercial electrical services since 1998. Contact North Coast Lighting and Electric at 707-599-2211. Redwood Capital Bank is Humboldt County's local bank. Rediscover local community banking with experienced people that you know and trust. Customer care is their priority. You are never an account number. You are our friends and neighbors. Call or stop by one of our convenient branch locations today to find out more. Our interest is you. If you are shopping for furniture or appliances, please support Vern's Furniture, proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. Vern's Furniture and Appliances at 707-445-5421.
All right, welcome back to Redwood Acres Raceway. We are ready for the main event for the Legends Division. Starting on the pole is the number 5C car. He is sponsored by Body Tuners and John's Used Cars and Auto Wreckers, James Nichols. And right next to him is the number 20 car. Please welcome Nick Reading. Next, we have the number 8 car, second row inside. He is sponsored by Westpac Produce Distributors, Kimber Farms Barn Events, Lost Coast Hay, Ken's Auto, Ray's Old Town Auto and Muffler, Solo Sports, and Hatch and Batch Poultry. It's Scott Taylor. Next, we have the number 21 car. He is sponsored by Four Star Realty, North Coast Lighting and Electric, and Red Family Racing. It's Tyler Krupa. Then we have the number 28 car coming to us all the way over from Colusa. Please welcome David Dunlap. Next is the number 57 car, driven by Steve Davis. And then we have the number 5 car. He is sponsored by West Green Landscape Materials. Please welcome Landon Green. And next is the number 1 car. He is sponsored by SK Construction, Cox & Cox Construction, and Derek Copeland Racing. It's Derek Copeland. Next is the number 17 car. She is sponsored by Caliber Home Loans and Wonder Brothers Auto Body. It's Melissa Miles. And last but certainly not least is the number 3 car. He is sponsored by Pappy's Greasy Spoon, Canby Music, and Cole Audio. Please welcome Andy Thornton. We are ready for our Legends main event here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Once again, I want to give a big special shout out to Eureka Oxygen for helping with the races here, and Redwood Capital Bank, your community bank. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to give a big happy birthday out to Miss Hannah Arnold. Chris Arnold's daughter turns 19 years old, I think, this year. But anyways, happy birthday, Hannah Arnold. All right, we got him lined up. James Nichols on the pole. Right next to him is the number 20 car, Nick Reading. Here we go, down to the line. Green, green, green for the Legends division at Redwood Acres Raceway. Great start for the 5C of James Nichols. Gets a good jump on the rest of the field. They're bunching up back behind there. Everybody makes it safely through, but now the number 8 car, Scott Taylor, is in second place, followed by the number 57 car of Steve Davis. Boy, that young man in the number 5 car is just doing an outstanding job. Landon Green in the number 5. The number 1 car, Derek Copeland, already making moves on the outside, heading towards the front. That number 1 car is just blazing fast with Derek Copeland. And there you have it. Out of turn number 2, you have a new leader, Derek Copeland. That is a brand new car they just built. It has the new Yamaha FZ900 water-cooled motor in that number 1 car. And it just looks a hell of a lot faster than the rest of the field. It's a good battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place. Down the back straightaway, the 57 car is currently in 4th. Steve Davis trying to hold off David Dunlap in the number 28, the number 5 of Landon Green, and the 21 car of Tyler Krupa. Now it looks like Dunlap is going to the outside to get around Steve Davis. Good move by Dunlap to get around and take 3rd place from the 8 car of Scott Taylor. Just dives it to the inside. Dunlap putting on some nice moves tonight. Derek Copeland is already in his own zip code as he comes out of turn 4. Now we got a battle for 2nd place. Dunlap goes to the inside of James Nichols. Here they come out of 4. Now your new 2nd place car is David Dunlap in the number 28. 3rd place is the 5C of James Nichols. And the number 5 is 4th in Landon Green. Oh, and we got a spin in turn 4. It looks like he's able to get the car going in the right direction. That was the number 3 car of Andy Thornton. This is lap number 16. We're on lap number 16. Now we got a good battle for third place. Landon Green going on the outside of the 5C of James Nichols. They're side by side for third, right there, down the back straightaway. The 5C and the number 5, the 5 and 5 cars. Oh, Landon gets a little bit loose. That young man is showing great car control in that number 5 car. That's Landon Green. We're going to have to keep an eye on him because he's just showing improvement every time he's out here. All right, we're on lap number 22. Derek Copeland coming into turn 3 now. As he comes down the front stretch, it's going to be lap number 23. Here comes your leader, Derek Copeland. He just crossed start-finish line for lap number 25. We're watching a good battle on the track right now between the 21 car of Tyler Krupa and the 8 car of Scott Taylor. That's the battle for 5th place right now, the 8 and the number 21. And the number 8 car, Scott Taylor, he slips up in turn number 2, moves up the track, and allows the 21 car of Tyler Krupa to take another shot at 5th place. Now your leader's coming around to complete lap number 28. We're now on lap 29. All right, lap 31. 4 more laps to go in this main event. We're going to lap 35. There goes your leader, Derek Copeland, down the back straightaway. He puts the number 3 car a lap down. That's Andy Thornton. The number 5, once again, Landon Green coming up on James Nichols in the number 5C. That's what we're watching on film right now. White flag is in the air. One final lap for your leader, Derek Copeland, in the number 1 car. Second place is the number 28 car, David Dunlap. Third place is the 5C of James Nichols. And fourth is the number 5 of Landon Green. And Tyler Krupa is 5th place, the number 21. Checkered flag in the wind goes to the number 1 car of Derek Copeland. All right, what an exciting main event for the Legends division here at Redwood Acres Raceway. Derek Copeland in that brand new Legend, the number 1 car. Throw a duct tape number 1 on the door and go racing. That's the second time in victory lane for that brand new race car with the new FZ900 package in it. Derek Copeland is sponsored by SK Construction, Cox & Cox Construction, and Derek Copeland Racing. And he hails out of the Reading and Anderson area. So it's great for him to make the trek over here to race with us. And once again, here he comes out of the car. There is your winner as he steps out. There is Derek Copeland with the win. And once again, we really want to give a big thank you to Redwood Capital Bank, your community bank, for helping us with tonight's races. And we cannot forget Eureka Oxygen for coming on board. We really hope that you enjoyed tonight's races, and we hope that we can have you guys back in the stands really soon. And we hope that you tune in a couple of weeks from now when we're back here at the racetrack. So we want to thank you very much and hope you have a good evening. Take care.
Redwood Acres Raceway would like to thank Eureka Oxygen Company for their continued support. For your industrial gas needs, from scuba divers to welders to medical professionals, Eureka Oxygen has the gas you need. Contact them at 707-443-2228.
Recycling is good business. Besides, we get paid for it.
Then why don't you recycle this old jalopy?
Oh, grow up, Tasha. Grandpa couldn't get 2 cents for this heap.
What if everyone saved their old cars like Grandpa and never got new ones?
Heaven forbid.
4-Star Realty is proud to support Redwood Acres Raceway. If you're in need of real estate services, please contact 4-Star Realty. They are located at 331 Harris Street in Eureka, California. And don't forget 4-Star Mini Storage located in Fortuna. McMurray & Sons Roofing Incorporated is a proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. They are roofing contractors who can handle all of your roofing needs. If you're in need of some roofing services, please contact McMurray & Sons Roofing at 707-443-3088. Mid-City Motor World is proud to be a sponsor of Redwood Acres Raceway, your local Toyota and Honda dealership just north of Eureka. If you're in need of a new or used vehicle, please consider Mid-City Motor World. You can contact them at 707-443-4871. If you are in need of electrical services, Please contact North Coast Lighting and Electric Incorporated. They have specialized in residential and commercial electrical services since 1998. Contact North Coast Lighting and Electric at 707-599-2211. Redwood Capital Bank is Humboldt County's local bank. Rediscover local community banking with experienced people that you know and trust. Customer care is their priority. You are never an account number. You are our friends and neighbors. Call or stop by one of our convenient branch locations today to find out more. Our interest is you. If you are shopping for furniture or appliances, please support Vern's Furniture, proud supporter of Redwood Acres Raceway. Vern's Furniture and Appliances at 707-445-5421.